Alright, howdy 405th and Soaring Hammer. Sorry about that, we had some technical difficulties here with the camera. But what I'm doing right now is putting the mother mold on the Dutch V3 helmet. I am making what's considered a mohawk on the form. This is our separation line between the two molds. This will be a two-part mother mold, one on this half, one on this half. And again, I'm sorry I didn't put it up while I started to build. I'm about halfway done. Let me show you what I've done. This is cardstock. I've taken it and I'm folding it in half so that it's extra sturdy. At the bottom, I folded it over here, then cut folded it out to make a base, and then I've attached that with packing tape to, wow, it's really raining out there, to the table. I've already done that on the front and the back. Then I took a second piece and elongated it up to the top of the helmet. I'm going to do that on the back piece here as well, and then we'll come across just taping these all together across the top. There's going to be some gap in between all the way around the helmet. You don't really have to worry about that because we are using plaster bandages. Plaster bandages are wide enough to fit right over that gap, and they will fill that hole. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this, and when I've done that, I'll go ahead and turn the head so that you can see it completely, and I'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, we are back. I've completed our mohawk, and my wife pointed out to me a minute ago that if this were a cooking show, I'd be fired. I started this video in the middle of making the mohawk, obviously, so I thought the camera was on, and I didn't go back and tell you guys your supply list. So let me go ahead and tell you now. You're going to need cardstock. You're going to need packing tape. You don't need electrical tape. I only use it as a color to put my middle line up so I know where I'm going. So I'll throw that over here. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need water and plaster bandages. Now these are available at a multitude of places. I actually get mine from Smooth On or Reynolds. They're in the life casting section. So whenever you order your Rebound 25, pick you up some plaster bandages out of the life casting system, and you can make your mother mold the same way I do. Optional for this, hot glue sticks and a hot glue gun. I'm not going to use them, but if you want to, you can actually use your hot glue to make keys for your two molds to stick together, two parts of the mother mold. I am not going to do that because I just never do, and I'm lazy. Get this stuff out of the way. Alright, let me go ahead and move this around. Oh, the other thing you need are 3 to 5 push pins. So let me turn this so that you can see it. As you can see on top of the cardstock, I've gone over with the packing tape to waterproof it, since we are using a water-based mother mold material. Now I'm going to turn around to the back. This is the side that we are not plastering on. Alright, as you can see, this is not attached to the mold. We're taped down here at the base, the two bases. We have one tack in our keys up here holding the top in, and two tacks in keys. Make sure they're in keys because you don't want to tack all the way into your actual mold, otherwise you'll have a hole. It's the reason why I use push pins, because they're small little pins. Anyway, these are just pressing on the back of that to give it some structure. So we go ahead and turn this back around so that you can see the front. check and make sure it's in frame. Oh, alright, now that we're to this point, you no longer need your packing tape. And you have the option to wear gloves for this. I don't because I'm lazy. Plaster is not toxic, so you don't actually need to wear gloves. All you're going to do for this, take your scissors. Make sure you're using an old pair of scissors because you're not going to want these for any other projects. Take a small piece of plaster bandage. Dip it in the water. Kind of wring it out just a little bit. Take it. Find a starting point. Usually you're going to want to start at the top. What you're going to do is run your finger around this on the paper, because running your finger is what spreads out the plaster and what gives you a nice airtight plaster bandage. Now, it's going to stick to the paper, and it's going to pseudo stick to your mold. And what I mean by pseudo stick is this will not attach in any way once it's dry. So, you do not need to use a mold release on your mold. This will literally just pop off. Let me go ahead and take this and just kind of rub it down. Now you're going to want to do more than one layer. Around here you're going to do 3 layers. Over here you can do 1 layer on these thin parts. Around your keys you'll want 3 layers just for structural integrity. So I'm going to go ahead and plaster bandage this. Weather's getting kind of bad, guys. Just for safety's sake, since I am outside in a garage that leaks, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera and put it inside because I don't want to have to buy a new camera. I will bring it back out here when I am done plaster bandaging and give you guys a shot of what a plaster bandage mother mold looks like. After we've plaster bandaged and you've let it sit for a ½ hour to make sure that it's dry enough, we will apply Rondo onto it. I will show you that later today as well. You know, I could be playing Halo 3 ODST right now. Oh, well, hi guys. Alright. I got all my plaster bandages on. And as you can see, we've got a nice Mohawkian lip here to attach to. Now, this is several layers of plaster bandages. Remember, you want to do multiple layers on your Mohawk, multiple layers on your keys, and multiple layers at the bottom, because those are the areas that are going to receive the most stress when you are pulling this off. Now this is going to take 15 or 20 minutes to dry. I got the fast setting plaster bandages, so they work very well. So in about 15 or 20 minutes we can start applying our Rondo. And while we're waiting for this to dry, I'm going to go ahead and edit and upload this video for you. And by edit, I mean put the two halves together. And hope, beyond hope, that the power doesn't go out again. So I will see you guys again in about a half-ish hour. Howdy guys, while we're out here, I'm going to go ahead and give you a look at the Mini Dutch. See how he's doing. Or she, since it's going to be for my daughter. Right now I've got 6 layers of latex on there. The next layer I will be thickening up with 5X or Thixotropic. I'm not really sure what it's actually called. I don't have the bottle in my hand. I know that's for silicone, but it actually does thicken up latex rubber as well.